and then stand on his crutches and just like let it go, like a fucking water wiggle. Remember those? What was that thing he like plugged into the fucking hose and let it like? I don't remember. Fox probably remembers.
But I don't know like what it was called. You want to play my wacky water wiggler? You want to play my wacky water wiggler? Was it like?
Come get them! Come get them, motherfucker!
Was he like pissing all over?
No, he was. He had remarkable accuracy for a man who was. Yeah. I think he had like a sniper scope mounted on top of his wang.
Hey, sometimes you gotta hit him with that.
Extreme precision. I got you, Bin Laden. Field team dicks. Oh, that's a long intro. Is it introing?
I'm not sure.
You have a 6-minute intro?
8.
Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah, just loop.
Oh, just to warm them up. Yeah, I gotcha.
Buffer time.
Let's get ready to slumber!
Let's get ready to make fundamentally challenged.
Let's get ready to end our political careers forever!
Can you hear this?
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Dummy, can you hear me? Dummy, can you hear me? How can he be lame?
Dude, are you still there? You're breaking up really bad.
I'm not here, bro. No, I left, bro. I'm not here, bro. No, can you hear me, bro? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Epsilon, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa. You got me? Radio check. Coming in 9x5 from the future capital of the former future capital of the former Spanish Empire. Shit, if I lived in St. Petersburg, maybe I'd in like the Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa. Yeah, I got you.
Choose your form of existence. Oh, and your form of hell. They're the same thing.
I choose the baby from Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Imagine, I would think that's a big responsibility, kid. You're gonna have to change that baby's diapers.
That'd be a good movie to watch. I think that was the sequel to Honey, We Shrunk the Kids.
I waited so long for Fox to tell me what his favorite movie was, I lost interest in the question and walked away.
Probably Schindler's List. He watches Schindler's List backwards.
Yeah, the color version.
The colored version where it's black people instead of Jews. Schindler's List,
that kind of show.
2021, corrected version.
You know what would be cool?
No, not at all.
If it was like olden times, like when Irish people first came to this country and we were a minority, we could say whatever we wanted to because we would be in like the good group now, the people of color group.
They didn't have Twitter back then.
Well, we've been whitenized.
They only had Twiddlies.
We've been whitewashed.
They only had that bar where you could write like fucked up shit on the
like
scroll outside of the door.
Think about it. Us and Italians, we were only allowed to congregate in groups larger than 10 in the last 30 years.
And now because of COVID, we can't even do that anymore.
No. It's like if picking your race was a game, or like football or something, we got drafted by like the Detroit Lions.
Select your race.
The Irish people. Like when they brought us in the fold, I wonder what their choices were. Who'd we beat out?
We beat out pygmy hippos, I think.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna let the Irish people be white.
And broadcasting live from Orlando, Florida and Hypercube Labs, it is time for the show, and it's me, Flex RUTENBERG, after a very long and difficult couple of months. Let's not get into it. Here's Dr. Fox!
It's time for the show! Brought to you as the recently revived Flex RUTENBERG mentioned, America's California, Orlando, Florida. And joining me via the HyperCOMM, of course, is everybody's favorite Easy Squeeze'ems and Dabble Do Ya. One little hit of Reverend Peas. Hi, Peas. How you doing tonight?
So, it's a wonderful night for show, don't you think, kids?
That's it?
That's it? I couldn't hear the intro, so...
Reunion show welcome?
Well, there's a lot of people on this show.
Well, it's good
there's
to
a lot
see
of people
you
on this
too,
show tonight.
Tease. It's really
I'm not
good
speaking to you. I'm not speaking to you.
After we, it's been so long.
There's a lot of people on the show, and I don't want to step on anybody. But let that announcer guy say his piece. He seems like a capable chap.
Say my P's. Well, I also know we got a big old rocket socket Big Chewy in the house.
Rocket socket in the pocket, Big Chewy.
I'm just here to judge the rest of you.
Is that what? Well, all right.
It's really easy to do.
Yeah.
You see, we gather together and we're gonna have like a funny chuckle ha moment. We're all like, oh man, this is gonna be good. Yep. You're gonna love this. And then we meet up. We're like, okay, let's all get ready. Let's check our microphones and plug into the web ports and enable the socket comms.
You have to align the crystals.
And still you start every show just completely unprepared. Not just you, but you start every time for the show unprepared. You have come into something expecting us to dance like a bunch of monkeys. We're gonna hee-haw it up like it's a big chuckle fest for you knuckleheads.
We're gonna take words from the audience and make a scene out of them. No, we're not doing that.
No, absolutely not. That's my favorite part of the show.
Which one's that?
I think it's 2. I don't know.
Wait. I have.
It's where we tell people. It's what we tell people what the show is.
Explaining the show. That's my favorite part of the show.
Yep.
What does show mean to you, Keys?
Well, what show means to me is a safe space where I can go every week and practice my own little brand of racism and experimental comedy, and at the same time realize that the world is just an empty existence. I probably at some point in time chose this simulation at some cosmic arcade, and I added a couple of miseries onto it because they were giving them away, and I'm just waiting for the game. It's not a game that really kept my interest for a long time, so I'm waiting for my last life to go by and then recycle. Probably play Dig Dug next.
On the Atari VCS?
Yeah.
But you come here to say those things. You would never.
I do.
You would never like use social media to propagate.
Maybe Facebook. Please, I gotta address something though. Can I address something?
Who's speaking?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I said who's speaking. I'm not familiar with. Who are you again, sir?
You know who it is.
Oh, okay.
It's your #1 biggest fan. Come on. Look. I had COVID. All right. I had to deal with that. I was sick.
I sent you flowers.
You did, and it was great. I appreciate it. It was a rough couple months, but I'm back here to do this one show to address one thing to you, Peas.
Okay, what is it? I'm excited.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg and I have a few quarrels with, and I quote, "I hate transsexuals," which is what you posted on Facebook, is it not?
No, it isn't. No, it is not. It's not that at all.
I think Mark Zuckerberg really,
No.
I think he knows what he's doing.
I think he knows what he's doing.
First of all, what I said was, my Explorer tranny sucks because the transmission to my Ford Explorer was fucking up. The tranny has been a much more common abbreviation of the word transmission, at least in my lifetime, than any kind of negative connotation. This is one other thing. They took that thing down. I said, no, you guys got it wrong. I'm talking about transmission in my truck. And they said, no, it's a hate crime. I got a little note back. It's a hate crime. And that kind of hurt my feelings because not only was it probably some algorithm that did it, but the reality was it totally was. And anybody that read that knew that it was about my truck. Nobody thought I was
Well, here's the thing.
negating the existence of transsexuals.
But you seem to have
or trans people in any way.
Well, you seem to have a history with these things.
I don't.
I mean,
No,
when somebody mentions War and Peas to somebody, they immediately think racist, homophobic, transphobic. What else is there? What else is there?
Did you make a new friend? Did you make it?
Arachnophobic.
Did you make a new friend?
Non-Euclidean.
Non-Euclidean. He is.
I'm sure there's
quite non-Euclidean.
You're so anti-Euclidean. Why?
Why
I
did
guess.
Yeah, can't you get it together?
Did you?
Hey, let me ask you something, Flex Rutenberg.
What's up?
Do you think that? Do you think that I'm those things?
I would never.
No, but I mean, so
No.
you've met me and all that stuff. You know that I'm none of those things actually.
No, but I'm just
So
saying
what do you
have
say?
this- you
What
have
do
this
you say when you
reputation.
come across on Facebook when you come across that kind of slander against a person that you know isn't those things?
I mean, if
what
anything,
sort of
I kind of
defense
have
do
to.
you
I have to
make?
kind of side with Peas. You know, I believe this is like a case of kink shaming when it comes to exploring trannies. Peas he's in the heart of that.
He's
you know?
an adventurous, handsome boy.
Yeah. If
fun.
anybody knows anything about exploring trannies, it's Peas. And if you're going,
Explorer.
it's love. It's not malicious. It's not hate. It's love in a different form. And you're kink shaming my boy,
which was
and
fixed.
I don't appreciate
Do you know what
that
fixed it?
because you're co-opting me. My kink is kink shaming. I get so incredibly hard every time I tell some filthy degenerate how I thought the anthem was going to keep playing.
Yeah, me too.
That's a bummer.
Damn.
Remember me to plug in the full Canadian
It
national
should have
anthem.
played through the whole thing.
That's what we're going to be singing next year when they take over.
Oh yeah, that is.
I like
no
that.
bummer.
Can you play something that's a little more German?
Yeah, it's called.
That's on the B side.
Yes, said the guy who claims to not be racist.
What do you want me
Are
to
you
do?
Wait a
Mary
minute. Whoa, hold on here. We have.
Wait, who
we have
claimed to not
German
be
listeners,
racist?
And now our Fid Chili, are you just saying that our German listeners are racist just because they're German? And isn't that racist for you to say that?
I think it's racist for a person to be German.
Well, yeah,
Like-
it's kind of like it's heritage, though. It's not hate.
For how long? For how long?
How long are we going to tolerate those wiener barons?
Like I imagine that the last of their Nazis are dying off like the last of our heroes. Like some guy, 101 years old, just died today.
One of the last Nazis that they caught was like a 97-year-old woman who went on the run
Yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah.
Canada is like a bastion for Nazis.
So we're getting close to the time where not one German alive had anything to do with Nazi Germany.
Well, you
And,
know, Peas, when a racist apple dies and falls off the tree, it just becomes another racist apple tree.
And now, if a racist apple falls off the tree, do you hear it? That's
If
the
a
real question.
racist apple tree falls down in the forest and there's no black people around, is it still offensive?
You
Well,
know,
this
I guess if
YouTube-
it's in your
it won't-
favorite song, it's not.
Yeah, that's what American Pie
So,
is
but no,
about.
you never, Flex Rutenberg, you never answered my question. What do you do to unsully the good name of the Peas when you hear people say disparaging things like that? Because you've seen these things. You started your whole premise of your question with, well, people on Facebook have come to you. So what do you tell those? Do you say, oh, you're wrong about Peas? The Peas is a handsome boy.
I do
The Peas
say
is a
that-
good boy.
I do say Peas is very handsome. But, you know, and I don't want you to take offense to this. I really don't, but, I just leave it alone. I see how this all plays out.
Well, the only thing more
I'm a fan, not a
satisfying,
friend.
the only thing more satisfying than calling out a racist person for being
So, no,
racist
no.
is calling out a person who isn't racist for being racist.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
the
good.
only thing that's more satisfying.
So what you're
Because then
saying
they do what
is,
Peas is doing. Look at Peas. He's basically he's slamming on the brakes in the middle of a hockey rink, and his tires are going all over the place.
Zamboni of hate.
My Zambonis out of control. No, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. So what
this is
you're
gonna
doing
be
is
good.
you just said you're just standing by
Get ready for a great
while
point,
a
everybody.
mob amasses against your friend, whom you don't think has done any of these things, but you don't get involved because it's none of your business.
A mob.
Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
Is
in
that
a
what
short
you're saying?
sense, in a short sense, yes.
I'm racist
Wow.
against people who think that what happens on Facebook matters at all
Yeah,
in
you're
any fucking capacity.
Vid, I agree with Vid. I'm that type of racist where people online's opinions don't matter. They don't.
No,
Say
Well,
the N-word.
but you're
in my
missing my
name.
point.
they
You're
need a
missing
dictator.
my point. You're missing my point is that you were much like a French collaborator or perhaps a Dutch citizen at the time.
So if
These
I
Nazi
was,
guys aren't so bad.
if
Have you
I-
seen their uniforms?
No.
While
Well,
me,
the uniforms
poor
are
peas, the problem with everything that's wrong with Facebook, that sounds like what they said about the G's. They're saying the same thing about the P's, and you're letting them round me up online.
Well,
You're
you know,
I
allowing
think-
them
why am I
up
doing that?
I
online.
don't think it's a case of, secondhand bigotry here, Pease. He was quoting you. He was confronting
No,
you
I
about,
didn't say any of those
about the
things, though.
disparaging remarks that you made upon
No,
the
he made up a remark
the
and attributed to me when I didn't make that remark.
LGBTQAA plus
CIA.
CIA
Yeah. Now, see, here's the thing.
BBQ.
I was
What's the thing?
told, and I saw that you said these things. I just want to know why you did it. I know you're not a transphobic person. I know you're not a racist.
Because I
Jesus,
you
I don't
attributed
think
to
you
me.
are when you say these things.
He's part of
About getting my car fixed?
LGBTQAnon.
Dude, I'm the plus.
That's
I'm the plus in all those initials and letters and stuff. I'm the plus.
Peas, you know why you're doing horrible radio right now? That's a yes or a no question. Do you know why you're doing horrible radio right now? Because you're referring.
Please no.
You didn't even say what the fuck he said. You've done 20 minutes on this ambiguous thing that he said to you online, and you still haven't even said what the fuck it is that he said.
Oh no!
Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
He said that he hated transsexuals. I'm paraphrasing.
I didn't say that though, but you're paraphrasing to something totally unrelated to what I actually posted.
Well, it was that long
my-
ago. I
He was
forgot about
seeking
it.
a companion, preferably of the transsexual persuasion, for some exploring.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
But it was misconstrued. That's
My
exactly what
Explorer
happened to Eddie
tranny
Murphy.
sucks. My Explorer tranny sucks. I have a Ford Explorer. People discussed
Your Explorer
transmission
tranny doesn't
issues
suck.
in
Maybe
the
you should pay
thread.
another $20.
It was
you know
never
what I'm
a
saying?
thread about transsexualism. It was never a thread about transsexualism. Everything in it, besides some funny tranny jokes, were transmission-based responses.
Well, you know,
All
it's the
responses
lack.
on Facebook
You're
are
so tone
transmission
deaf,
based.
Peas. Like, you should have known. The fact that you didn't know that your words were going to physically hurt somebody and you posted them anyway. Yeah, I know you
That
didn't
is
mean
true.
anything by it, but your crime wasn't a crime of what you did. It was a crime of what you didn't do, Peas. And that was think about what you said before you
Not
posted
supposed to
it.
think. I'm
You're
an
supposed to don't
hypercuptorian, so I'm not supposed to think. So put that in your sock and smoke it, Fid Chuli.
Now, Fitchuli famously left Facebook after leaving a racist tirade on his main page, and promptly left. Fit, have you changed your views at all since you've left social media? What, 4 years ago?
I feel a lot better. What were my views? Refresh my memory. What were my views?
I think they were
on
kind
social
of
media back then.
They were mixed.
You had the largest collection of dick pics known on Facebook. It was glorious.
Did I still want to be the dictator?
You did.
I think you do, but I can't speak for you. But I'm curious as what.
We've established that you won't speak for anybody. You just let them get rounded up.
Well,
I think the only part where my views change is, that was 4 years ago. I've come up with in dozens and dozens of more races to hate since then. So, like, my hands are really full right now.
Well, how do you?
Back then, it was just a hobby, and now it's like
It's a lifestyle.
You are in Florida now, full time.
That's true.
Yeah, it just kind of sneaks
helps.
up on you.
That helps with that.
Well,
kind of schedule.
we'll know that he's doubling down when he moves to Wisconsin.
In a room with my new friend Kyle.
Hey, they're your cues. You set them.
Yeah, that's right. Here, I can just click them, right?
Are you fucking up the show?
No.
Is
Are you fucking up the show, Flex Rutenberg?
Look, it's been a while. All right.
this the part of the show where we do the show?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite part of the show. Let's go to the desk.
Segue.
There we
Thank you,
go.
Peas.
Yeah.
Say it again, but mean it a little bit more.
I thought Elvis Martini was going to talk more in this episode.
Yeah, he hasn't said a word.
Not a lot to say tonight.
Yeah, he's a quiet boy tonight.
It's unusual.
And all right, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's mailbag time. The Pizzo box, whatever we fucking call it.
Pizzo box.
Elvis is still putting the whiskey IV drip into his arm. That's why he's not saying anything yet.
All right, we got our first letter here.
Demons away.
Dear show, what is the best way to hunt for hidden Viking treasure? And that's from Andy Capable of Hustler, Ohio. Vid,
That's an excellent
what's the best way to hunt for Viking hidden treasure?
What you do is you take a small handful of meth, okay? And then you roll around in it, and then you start singing Freebird, and then you look for the bitches that fell off. Because there's that shirt that bikers wear. If you can read this, the bitch fell off because they're riding on the back. Well, there's a lot of bitches that fell off out there, and that bike is long gone by now. So they need to be rescued. And actually, if you add some of that meth to just like a little bit of maple syrup, it makes a pretty good masturbation lube that you can also use to attract the fallen bitches.
Or deer.
All right, not bad.
That's what? That's a 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
That's a
4.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's a 3.5 out of 5.
All right, here we go.
Solid
It wasn't that good.
Dear show, where do my dentures go at night whilst I dream? And that's from Rosie Cheeks of Actual Grief, Nebraska. Peas, you seem to be well versed in the world of body modifiable dental appliances.
There we go.
Where do Rosie Cheeks' dentures go at night whilst she dreams?
Well, I dream with my dentures even though physically they're not there. It's also odd enough is that in my dreams I have very good vision again. I only recently had to start wearing glasses. So I have this theory that my dream state is really just a different dimensional transport area where there's another Peas and he's just slightly different. Like, he might not have this brand of Mac, but the lives are pretty much the same except he has his teeth and he still sees well. And I sometimes try to fuck with him a little bit. But other than that, I think it's normal to have your teeth with you while you're dreaming. However, I do put mine in a jar in the bathroom with some water and stuff just so I don't swallow them.
Peas once told me that before he went to sleep, he took his dentures out and put them on the nightstand next to him. And then he had this crazy dream where he was blowing a dude, and when he woke up the next day, his dentures were covered in jizz. Amazing, right?
That's
How does that even happen?
That's a dentine dream.
Because it does.
Crazy.
You know, I once tried to.
What was my score? What was my score for my story?
That was I'd give that probably about a we're running 3s tonight. We're running
What are you
3s.
talking about? That was a solid 4.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, you
Don't
did,
make
you
me
did
make a
give,
joke about your penis,
you
please.
did
Come on,
give
man.
some solid advice about keeping your dentures clean and hygienic and safe too. You mentioned choking
So,
on your
dental
You see how
Solid.
Right.
Low-hanging
It's a,
fruit.
Okay.
it's a metaphor. It's like a Masonic thing. I told a story, but there was levels to it,
Yeah,
and it was
okay.
teaching you things that you didn't even know about.
You and your
Fuck
level.
it. You know what? It's a 4-5. It's a 4-5, easy.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a
aren't
four
they struggling
outside,
to get
not a
people to
45.
join them these days? I
Who,
mean,
the Masons?
yeah. There's got to be something they're not doing
What are
right.
they
I don't
up
know.
to this year? Aren't they supposed to be doing something?
They're not doing too much.
Or did they get
They're,
reviewed by QAnon?
I'm waiting for Elon Musk to make him some new tiny cars.
The Masons are 7-5. They got a division game coming up next week.
Yeah. Against the Oddfellows.
All right, I got one more.
Against the Royal Order of the Water Buffaloes.
Yeah.
All right,
After that, it's
last
a big
letter.
winner goes on to a round robin with the Elks.
What do we have here? All right, dear show, which way will the beer run? And that's from Dixie Normus of Lude, Indiana. I guess that one
Downhill.
That open quorum, quarry, open quarry.
Open quarry?
Open quarry?
Open
Okay, open
quarry.
quarry. Everybody jump in. Flux
Open quarry.
which way will the beer run?
Downhill.
Well,
quarry.
the
Always
beer,
run downhill.
the
Open
beer
quarry.
will run where it's supposed to, and that's down my gullet.
Open quarry. Open quarry. Open quarry.
That's all I gotta say.
It's-
Beer's running my
It's
way.
doing some sequel. It's doing some school injections in his spare time.
You know what's a terrible name other than Corey?
Quarry.
Quarry. And
Jeff.
Luxembourg?
I was going. Ouch. Now I'm going to say
It's
it.
not your name. It's not your name. Is your name Luxembourg?
No,
it's
but
not.
I know what you're trying to say.
Luxembourg.
You want to
No, you
hurt my
don't.
feelings, Peas.
I know another guy named that.
Yeah?
Thank you very much.
How old is he? What's he look like?
He's a nice guy. He stands up for me. He's a friend of Scoops McNews guy.
Scoops McNews guy. That's my favorite part of the show. Hey everybody, it's time for your December. What day was it?
It was.
It's time for your Monday evening forecast, brought to you by HyperCubeGo.com. Go buy a sticker. Last ones. All right. And coming to you live from East Slobodobov, Czechoslovakia, here's Scoops McNews guy.
Scoops.
Take it away, Scoops.
Hello, it's Scoops. You're Rovic. Is Fit Chuli there? I am a Chuli. I have been in Tijuana many days waiting asylum.
You know, I have no idea what ethnicity Scoops is, and it's been a running gag for
He's
how long
Slavic.
now?
He's Slavic.
He's Slavic?
I'm Slavic.
Oh, that does not sound
Yes.
Slavic. No, Slavic sounds more like this.
Thought it was an
Are you
Eskimo.
Slavic? Are you Slavic?
No. I
Then
do.
shut the fuck up. You know what Slav sounds like, huh? motherfucker. You think you know Slav? You make some kind of Mickey Mouse fucking voice, insult Scoops. Scoops not on radio for many, many months, and now for this time, Scoops is back. You was a sarcastic. Oh, you think I sound like a Slav? Fuck you, Mr. Flukes and Rutenbergs.
You better be careful, or I'm going to get Raj, the IT guy, out of here. And he's a loud guy.
Hey, Scoops, as a Slav,
what's the matter with you, Scoops? Why? Listen here. Why is Scoops so upset, everybody? It's me here, Jamaican. I'm wondering what's been going on with me brother Scoops. He seems irritated. He's a Slavic. You can't get his blood goings like that, man.
He's got delicate
fucking
blood.
shit.
It's Slavic.
Yeah, they can't take the heat. Those dirty, dirty Slavs.
How clean is your room, Peas? I mean, Scoops
Pretty
McNews
clean.
guy. How clean is your room?
Oh man, Scoops keeps a tidy house, my brother.
Oh, goodness gracious! It's my favorite ethno-state citizen, Jim Macon. How's
on!
Scoops, Jim?
Oh, me and Scoops, we get along so good, my brother. I teach him how to eat the oxtails and brown stew, you know.
Yeah.
But you, my friend, you to make a Scoop so upset. Hey!
Are you feeling all irie with the bumble clot?
Is
He
that a
failed
band?
suicide.
Wait,
attempts to
let me
Scoop
ask you, Dr. Fox, is Scoops, why you let this fucker on show?
Wait, was this Scoops?
I finally calmed down and pushed Jim Maker out of the way.
Is this?
And
No, I think this is
This
like
is-
HP tech support pretending to be Scoops. I don't know where Scoops is anymore. I think Scoops is being held hostage against his will.
this is why.
Free Scoops. Hashtag free Scoops, everybody.
Your voice, like an angel. What's that? Oh, hold on. Ted Fluenza's here.
Oh.
Wait, who?
Ted Fluenza.
Ted Fluenza? Oh, I thought you said Tim Fluenza, and I thought that was kind of funny.
Weatherman to the stars.
Weatherman to the Scoops McNews guy was supposed to do the weather, and so now you've got Jim Fluenza on
Ted.
weather. So what's Scoops' new position? Because it doesn't sound like head anchor.
Scoops. Producer.
Where
Executive producer. Scoops.
Jim Weathers? Where is Scoops McNews guy?
He's in an undisclosed location. Argus.
Well, if you're gonna do a
Now listen, I want to
Oh,
stop something. I want to stop something because last week we did a show and Fid had
Did
a
we?
bit and a story he wanted to tell, and he tried to lead with it a couple times, and we didn't pick up on it. Now I don't know if he did that this show, but I want to make sure that Fid truly is getting an opportunity to discuss any truly thoughts that he might have. All we've really done is kind of like, how come you're not on social media, Fid Chuli? And then he said some stuff. But are you
Social-
okay out there in Radioland?
Social media. I think that's a more appropriate term. The social
I think you can track
milieu.
that through a mosquito. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What was that fucking thing I wanted to say last week? I don't fucking remember, Peas.
Oh, you're so hot about
You're
it.
saying that as if I told you before the show, hey man, there was this thing that I didn't get to say last week that I want to say this week, so do me a favor, brah. Give me a super slick, velvety, smooth segue into this thing. And you failed to do both.
Well, most of that happened.
Yeah. I don't know. It was probably about how, lately my asshole's been acting as my own personal alarm clock. I've been farting my whole room up awake, about an hour before I have to wake up every
Have
day.
you changed your brand of cat food?
I wake up to my own stank, my own essence, my own pheromones.
Yeah, working
Every
every
day.
day.
I need to buy like higher octane beer, I think.
Well, how do you hit the snooze alarm after you do that?
Oh, that's pretty clever, Rutenberg.
Yeah, that's a what? There we go.
Found that one. We don't
Yeah.
use that one a lot.
No,
we
I
really
like that
don't.
one. I like that one a lot.
Everybody does, but you gotta earn it.
Yeah.
gotta earn it.
Because it loses its meaning every time you do it more.
Not like those fucking air horns though.
No, these are, those are just great.
Those just remind you that you're alive.
Yeah, or the classic. Just one will do you.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna talk about last week.
This is my favorite part of the show.
What was
So
Reminiscent.
life is all about the simple joys, okay? The little things on a daily basis. And I've been receiving mail from a person who hasn't lived here in a long time. And I've tried. I've written no longer the res. I've fucking made I've walked up to the mail carriers. I've told them. They're still giving me the mail. So I encourage every one of you to indulge yourself in the joy that I have recently found by just opening absolutely fucking everything that comes to you in the mail, regardless of who it's addressed to. It is great. You get it's basically like a potluck. You never know what you're going to get. I got some awesome Jewish stickers in the mail, with my address on them, but with somebody else's name. Those return address stickers, and they got the flag of Israel over tops of the bluffs of fucking Apocalypse or whatever the fuck it is. It came along with a survey of how do I feel, 12 questions about whether or not I think the Palestinians are evil, and then a form where I could send in money to, show my support. And
How much did you send him?
I filled it out for a negative amount of money. That way they would owe me.
How dare you ask me these questions?
Well, no, that's how you pass the Jew test.
Oh, you ask them for money.
You see,
Well,
he's
no,
not
they
the only
asked me for
person
money,
getting
but I filled out the pledge form about negative
this,
$25, and so now I'm expecting a check. But that's how they know that I'm one of them.
Yeah, and it's good that you did it for $25, because anything more, they let's just say they wouldn't give it to you.
It's how you're able to. It's like Bitcoin mining for Jew gold. You just send them the bills.
But here's the deal.
How long do they lock YouTube accounts for?
The bullet points are simple things. Don't wear shoes into stores anymore. These are just little ways to get a shitload of slack back in your life. Stop wearing shoes into stores. If you pull up to a store and you're wearing shoes in your car, take them off, leave them in the car.
Take them off.
Walk in the store barefoot. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. At the grocery store, take the electric cart. Take the thing for the disabled people. Nobody's fucking using them. There's 5 of them lined up. Nobody's using them. It's all yours. There's no sign that says you can't use it. Do that.
Your taxes pay for that.
Third
6
point,
disabled people walk into a grocery store.
open all of everybody's mail that comes in your mailbox. It came to your mailbox. You can just claim that you didn't look. You had a lot of mail that day. You were just ripping them open. These are just 3 of the of Fid's secrets to happiness that you can
know what I did
learn.
one time, Fid? One time I got this big giant box, and inside it was filled with all this Marlboro promotional material, like a jacket and a radio, and put it in my house, and I pretended that I never saw it, and my neighbor didn't get all his stuff from Marlboro, because you used to save these little miles, and then you could send them into Marlboro, and they'd send you stuff, and it was like I had a Cantor Ward's worth of Marlboro presents.
Yeah, and you taught him a lesson about why it's not cool to smoke. Why it doesn't pay.
You think
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to hell?
Probably.
You might probably go just to heck. I don't know if you're gonna go all the way to hell. But you're
Unless you
definitely
got,
gonna
unless
spend
you
a
got
long
that
time in
leather
heck.
jacket, then you're going. But at least you'll look cool. There's a place in hell reserved for people with Marlboro leather jackets.
Yeah, it's called the alley.
But all they have to smoke are Newports.
God, that would be hell.
I
Gross.
knew to stay away from people like that because I'm like, oh, they're killing themselves.
People that smoke
Slowly.
Newports.
Didn't they ban?
That's the
menthol
Kool-Aid of
cigarettes?
cigarettes.
Speaking of, throw me one of the them reticulated urethras
All
there.
right, let's
yeah,
do
go
it.
for it. Yeah.
Oh well, that was a terrible throw. That's
We
not
can
a.
do this on YouTube, right? We haven't said anything bad. I don't think we've said any bad words all night. We've been
No.
very good.
No.
But this
no.
is what's going to do it. You know, maybe I should preface this. This is my favorite part of the show.
The T phrase.
We're all gonna say it eventually.
Not me.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's what America was built on.
Yes.
Freedom. And tobacco.
And cotton.
And,
A little
and
bit.
Bit
rum
of cotton.
and sorghum.
And porn.
Oh, and of course, how can anybody forget gingham? Getting the little gingham from the.
I'd like to thank America for bukkake.
K-pop.
I'd like to thank
K-pop.
America for Dusseldorf. I'd like to thank America for.
Fruit by the foot.
I'd like to thank America for.
Yep. Big Chew.
I'd like
Big
to.
League Chew.
I'd like to thank America for.
I'd like to thank America for Thrike.
Big dog
coming.
stepping up. That'll show
Yeah.
'em.
Yeah.
Well, we figured it out now, you know. So we're not gonna let any like U.S. officials go to China. We've done an Olympic ban. Joe Biden has banned the Olympics, and
Thanks, Obama.
yeah. So now nobody is supposed to go over to the Olympics and support China because they're doing stuff. Give me a
Well,
break.
What kind of
What,
stuff?
The
what have the
Olympics-
Chinese ever done to you?
They
Fuck
gave
the
me my
Olympic-
phone.
Yeah, at a fair and reasonable price.
A reliable.
Stitched
enough
my
deal.
Nikes together.
Yeah. You know, China's done a lot.
You
There's
know,
a reason why they're
compressed the
number one.
Freon for my air conditioner. Yeah,
Egg rolls.
egg roll.
China gave
I don't
fit
like
his
China.
farts. China gave fit his farts.
I think China's getting a rough rap from everybody. I think
No,
everybody
this
needs
is not
to
about
step back
China.
and give China a break. Things are hard for them over there.
Would you live in China?
Oh, heavens no.
Hell
I
no.
would.
No. But not for any reason that makes any sense or anything.
It's just bad over there.
It's
Yeah,
just,
you know. it's
but
just-
they're
just
they're eager
bad.
for my help. They ask me all the time, Dr. Fox, would you like to come over here? You know, we'll put you up in somewhere nice. We'll
Practice
give
the
you a
sacred
job. We'll
arts.
pad your pockets. We'll get you a Mercedes Benz here. And I
It's the Chinese are
tell
aware of the
China,
Bob Gap.
I really appreciate the offer. I think that's really nice. You guys seem
They're
like
concerned with the Bob
nice
Gap.
guys.
They'll even let you be part of their social credit system for free.
Yeah, I mean, I love social media.
Opting out for
The
Fitchery.
idea of how much I can espouse my love and support of the party, rendering my ability to purchase goods and services
Yeah, we all
through,
love
like
the party,
government
right?
mandated job. It's
Who doesn't like a
feels
big
too
party?
good. I think that's what it is. I think China's too good for me. I don't think I deserve that. I've barely learned to come and appreciate what I've got here. Cause I don't have a lot here. I mean, everything I love here came from China. Except my wife. I think
I've
she's
never
Vietnamese.
cummed and appreciated at the same time, but no, this is not about China. This is about the Olympics. Okay, everybody knows Joe Biden is a notorious boob man. He's not an ass man. He's a boob man.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, the Olympics is just the world contest on which nation has the women with the smallest tits. Right? Can we all admit the elephant in the room?
You know, I hate to do it, but you're right. I mean, these people are just thin as a rail up there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
They are stacked, but I think it's more muscle than anything.
They're Slavic.
I just
Boobs McNews Girl is just joined the show.
Scoop's gonna cover the Olympics. Now he's not an American diplomat. He hasn't been mandated by our fascist government not to go to China, right? Like Scoops is already an expatriate of the world. So
Yeah,
I'm
but you know who
expecting
can't go to the
some
Olympics now?
top-notch Chinese. What's your favorite Chinese
one who
Olympic
can't- Matt-
winter game?
Matt Ferg can't go to the Olympics now. They put that diplomatic hold.
Yeah, the Tokers Cup. He was totally set up to win that.
Oh, he'd win in a
Now-
heartbeat.
Yeah,
My
you
favorite-
can just go down to South China and buy a new pair of lungs.
Yeah,
Do you think they? What fruit do you think they grow the most of in South China? Like in the South United
By the
States,
foot.
we say watermelon, right? That's like the pretty most populous.
Oh no!
like,
Oh
fruit.
no! And
So what would
apple.
South China's regional melon fruit be? Do you think? Is it
Opium.
watermelon? Do they have
It's
watermelon?
very melon-like.
Yeah.
Opium
Water
is like the
opium.
honeydew of drugs.
You don't really want it,
You-
but if you have the really good stuff, it's great.
Yeah, when it's fresh.
Like I feel
Freshly
they
cut.
probably don't have good things like watermelon in that part of the world because they eat that dragon.
Well,
fruit
there's
stuff.
no black people. Wait, did I say that out loud? Sorry, guys. I just meant to think that. I meant to think it, not say it.
Well, there are black people
man.
in South China.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you remember when our comrades during the
Vietnam.
height of the COVID pandemic? So now we need to pull this image up, but it was now I have to pull it up because I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was a sign posted to the front of the McDonald's that was basically like Africans not welcome because of a higher risk of COVID transmission.
That's not racist when the Chinese do it.
No, they're just implementing
That's
safety
communism.
regards.
They're just, smart.
That's business move. Boy, it's a tough show. It's a rough one.
No, yeah, we went down to the China hole.
It's
yeah.
A lot of
China syndrome shows us straight through the
that
core.
movie about that guy that fell down a crevasse and like his arm was broken, his leg was broken, and he was jammed in between a rock and the fucking wall, and it was pitch black. And he stayed there for fucking 3 days before he had to cut off his own arm to get out of the fucking crevasse and signal for help while he was bleeding out. That's basically where the show is right now.
Yeah. I saw that guy on Ellen. Like our show is a guest on Ellen right now. That's how this show is going.
yeah, not the.
But we
not the
can
best
touch
return.
fingers. We
Yeah,
can
the show
dance.
is a guest on Wendy Williams' show, and she's not hosting.
I'm
'cause she's
I'm holding out for Martha Stewart Living.
All right, it's time for my favorite part of the show.
How'd you do that?
Yeah, I did
Peas, what's your favorite episode of Ellen?
that one right. Don't be shy.
So
I know it's
Listen.
like take your time. I know there's a lot of good ones.
I really liked her situation comedy that she did, and and I thought it was really good. And then like the last 6 months of it, she came out and everything had an agenda, and she became the hero of the world. And now she had this talk show where you can't look her in the eye because she's got to, stay in character.
You're just jealous.
Truly, we're
you're
not
a lesbian.
We're not allowed to look at it. Well, I am a lesbian as far as you know. I don't know why you keep assuming things about me.
My favorite...
Again, in our day and age, you can pick your experience.
I
Born
identify
a boy,
as
but want to be a girl.
Chihuahua who identifies as the race car from Monopoly, who identifies as a human lesbian.
And I'm sure there's hormones to make
And I'm
guess
not
that
even
would
going to
make
tell
you
you
a
what
token.
pronoun to use for that. You better figure that shit out on your own, or else you're racist.
Best show ever.
My favorite Ellen episode is when she verbally berates her staff.
Yeah.
That was
Why is this coffee at 67 degrees?
yes.
Like the
Clearly,
one
actually,
she
was
was
64.
She choked on a grape and somebody gave her the Heimlich and it landed in somebody's soup when it shot out of her mouth. Remember that one?
That's comedy. That's comedy.
And the guy that was holding the soup, he was like, what? Oh my god.
And then he was like, it was so brave of you to choke while being gay.
He really,
brave
I'm gonna let that one ride out after that one.
your gag
You're
reflex is
upsetting the kids,
remarkable for
Pete.
somebody that's never chugged cock before, Ellen.
Oh no, I know C.K. Lewis.
She did get a role on network TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which brings us to my favorite part of the show.
Just pretend it's a hot dog that you don't really eat.
It's Proving Grounds, where we go through this week's headlines and try to come up with something as clever as possible.
Save the show.
Maybe, we're looking for some exciting. The whole show's been a warm-up. The last 50 minutes has been a warm-up for this moment. We're going to shine. We're going to show you guys how it's done. And you can play along, too. Type it in the chat. Oh, okay. What do we got? More cocaine found off the coast of Florida. Japanese quail found befuddled and
Beachcombers
lost.
Beachcombers throw it back in the ocean. Beachcombers throw it back in the ocean. They're waiting for fentanyl.
Why don't you read 2 lines from the story? Give us something to bite on a little bit there. You know what I'm saying?
He wants some juice. Silicon Valley argues which version of code to use.
Mark Zuckerberg mysteriously disappears.
Skynet pleased with UN results.
Power Rangers to receive $2,000 in COVID checks.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's a good one. Cartel wins
Dealers
big.
immediately lower prices.
I heard San Francisco and I went down an entirely different avenue of jokes.
I was thinking about something else when you read that. That's my joke.
Butt taxes still instated. sheriff was sad to say that Santa did not pass the background check and they had to rescind the permit minutes later.
Abuse, 8 tiny abuse allegations prevented this.
Sheriffs found
Reindeer-
3 small
reindeer
children
found it.
hidden in Santa's beard.
Reindeer missing at Claus location. Foul play suspected.
And no more Santa jokes?
No more. I'm blanking here. I'm bad. Sorry. It's back. I'm back in it.
It's oddly specific.
Yeah.
Santa feels safe in Compton for the first time.
No, he didn't get it.
No, but I'm saying he did get it. Now I'm changing my story.
Colorado Santa now black.
Oh man. Fuck.
That's a
No.
Canada.
Can we get that? Can we
Wait
get
till
that fucking
people-
picture of Santa getting his concealed
Wait till I
weapon
tell-
up on the screen, please? I do
Wait till I tell
love that.
people on Facebook. Wait till I
We'll come
tell
back to it.
people on Facebook what Flux said.
What's our next headline? I
Told you so,
I was already
Ron
working
Jeremy.
on semen-based jokes when I hear new plastic, and then it just, you took it home. Oh, it's the first plastic that travels upstream.
Chief investor Ron Jeremy says, "Told you guys it works."
Birth rate skyrocket.
So they use it to make condoms that shoot the sperm back into your balls. I think that's how that works.
Your receptacle returner.
Science.
A little control plus there. That is fantastic.
Did you know?
Is he strapped? Does he have anything with him?
No, well, he's strapped with the gifts of many boys and girls, but he does not pass. Poor
I don't feel like
Crystal.
Santa would wear that shirt. I feel that that's not a real authentic Santa shirt. That could be a doping dinger.
Well, that's you gotta say this is Santa.
This is
before-
casual wear.
Yeah, this is Santa before Christmas. You know, he's a normal person too. He has rights.
He's not an American. That's what they were gonna give him a gun, but he's not even a fucking American. Colorado. Liberals.
Santa's Glock is gonna come in handy in Compton.
One more headline. Yeah, but it's full of holes. That's the point. Don't think. Which brings us to my favorite part of the show.
It's a
Please
gummy bear.
apologizes for the show.
Do we have an apologies?
No,
song?
no, we don't.
Well,
We'll have to get one.
here.
That was your
You
job.
should do like get that Enya song.
We can't afford the rights.
How about a little something with the
No,
classic
do that
old
Peas
school?
in a Pod. Do the Peas in the Pod by Fid Chuli song.
No. Just start apologizing, Peas. I got something for you.
No, don't play it. You're gonna get me a copyright strike.
He's gonna be in trouble. You know, I'm sorry that Flex Rutenberg was, promised to be here many times and then showed up now. Well, whatever. It's a fine thing. I do know that I have some of the first headphones made from the plastic made from salmon semen.
Good piece.
We're waiting for you, man.
Yeah, I'm mostly sorry about that. But I guess it was a good show, except for all the racism. and the misunderstandings about transmissions. And the only thing I guess we really learned on the show is that Flex Rutenberg will stand by while the mob comes for one of his friends and say, I don't want to get involved in that shit. Sad, I know. But it's okay, kids, because I don't think the mob is coming for peas. Because the mob is just a virtual mob. And I would relish the sweet release of death anyway, I think. As long as it didn't sting or hurt too bad, then I would probably be okay with it. It's like, I don't want to, like, I guess a surprise would be good, but one of those ones that's so, like, you're shocked, and then bang, you're done. Although I'd like to do DMT first before that happens, so I'm sorry I haven't done that. But maybe one day. You'll see. Next time we won't do so many Jewish parts of the show, but we might pick on Haitians or something. We just never know. We were making fun of Irish and Italian people before the show, and they're honorary white people now. So you missed that part, but we did pick on white people too, so don't worry about it. Other than that, have a great day, have a great show, and remember, it's only by not thinking could I make an apology like this, and only by not thinking am I a handsome boy.
Is that it?
I mean,
That's
he's
it.
pretty darn handsome, if I have to say so myself.
Well, I guess that means it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's the wrap up, ending, credits, shout out, and whatever. Pixel Poker on the playlist. Yeah, there you go. You've been listening to Time for the Show, a production of Hypercube Labs. Find out more about Don't Think at www.hypercubego.com. This show is simulcast every week by Martha Arth and Dr. Ellis over running freethinkradio.com. 24/7, totally subgenius streaming radio service, completely commercial free. freethinkradio.com. What are you sticking around here for, dummy? And then there's the Patreon shout-out, because I can't remember everybody off the top of my head, and I can't log into my phone. So, of course, we want to thank Triology Soaps and Big Lord Ferg, Bob South, Michael Marcus, Scalpod made the tiling Dobbs head thing that we use on the intro. Hazel of the Windmills, the music for the intros, and Hazel did Beat Vember, so check out Hazel of the Windmills on YouTube. And then there's Negative at Night, and they have a show on freethinkradio.com every Thursday at 10:30. And there's Caller 23, and there's Reverend 80, and I'm a Subgenius. And then there's like Agent Lloyd, and It's Jen, who always love to retweet things that I post. And Couch Sloth, and Reverend Loch Ness. That's the spinning top song that we play at the end of the show. That's by Rubik's Cube, and you can get those albums digitally right now at packslack.com. And make sure to check out Rubik's Cube on Facebook, because they have a lot of upcoming end of the year shows in the southeastern Pennsylvania area. So go see Rubik's Cube, and then
Free Juicy Smollett
and that other guy and that other dude, Subject T Change and Agnes Beef, always going at each other, and Dr. Ghoul, who does like retweets and participates in the chat, and that other guy. And
what about the other guy?
Oh, the lady. She doesn't.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
She got off. If I missed you, I'll give you another one next week. Find out more at hypercubego.com. This is Dr. Fox saying thanks for listening to the show. Pease, do you have any parting words for the kids?
Well, it's going to be an exciting time of year soon, and if you're very good and you don't get in any trouble, your parents will let you listen to Time for the Show on your own brand new Hypercube Pylon entertainment system. But you'll need a sticker to activate it, so get those stickers, kids.
Fit Julie?
You ready? Let's jam!
Flux Rutenberg?
Let's jam again later.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye! Play the spinning top song and go to the first one. That's how you do it. I'm directing. This is the show now.
Hey, please. What? You never told me if you actually like the Black Crowes or not. You never actually gave me a yes or a no. You like them. Did you like that Beatles mashup?
Yeah, we're supposed to say, join us for post-show. Go to timesoftheshow.com, hit the Discord button, and don't say hello. See you there.